Let's try a different perspective of this leaf. Another perspective. So if your drawing has all the leaves facing in the same direction, it will make for a pretty boring drawing. So you want to get good at the different perspectives, and it's not as difficult as you might think. So again, if the leaf is facing this way, now I'm just trying to get it faced the right way for you to see in my monitor here, it's again taking on a heart shape, but a much shorter heart shape this way. So squint at it. Forget it's a leaf, just look at the shape that you see. So that's what I see. And this is a really important point here. Now, if you were to try and look at this leaf and see exactly where the stem came down on here, it may drive you nuts, and you might get it in the wrong spot. Partially go by your subject, but partially go by what your drawing needs. So I'm looking here, this leaf is facing me, this is the middle of the leaf. Now if the leaf continues its curve like this, goes up like this, continues its curve, the stem would be somewhere down here, okay? You might see a bit of the back of the leaf there too. And you can get some veins in. So there's a heart-shaped leaf facing forwards. So I'm just trying to get it facing the right way again for you in the monitor. So that's facing that way. And that's what I drew. Okay, let's try another one. So again, just get it facing the right way. It's hard to hold still. Leaves are meant to wiggle in the wind. So holding it by the stem, it's wiggling. Now each one of these that you draw will end up a little bit different shaped. That's okay. Again, that's ideal. You don't want a whole bunch of exactly the same shaped leaves in your drawing. And again, paying attention to the middle of the leaf. There's the vein. Continues up here to the stem. And if it curves like this, we'll bring the stem down on this side this time. And I'm just going to assume none of the back of the leaf is showing in this one. I'm thinking it probably wouldn't show in this one anyways, because this isn't a particularly long leaf. If you had a longer leaf, like a lily leaf or something, you might see more of the back. Let's do one more. I want to do a bigger one though. These ones are pretty teeny itty bitty. But there they are. Okay, so again, get this leaf shape and face in the right direction for you. Let's do a big one. This one's going to be bigger than life. I'm doing the really loose wrist motion here. I like it better. You know, there are times when I get really tight like this, but most of the time I like it loose like this. But it might take you some practice to get like that. Take your time. Don't worry, it takes a while to get good at these things, and that's exactly why we're singling out plant parts here. I'm not getting you to tackle a whole arrangement of flowers to start with, because it can be a little bit overwhelming. So get good at a simple leaf, move on to a more complicated leaf, which we will do in the next video, and celebrate your successes. They won't all be perfect, but hey, if you get one leaf that looks good, give yourself a pat on the back. Give it a try again. And while you are doing this, you are memorizing it too. And pretty soon you'll be able to draw that particular leaf from memory. You won't need the leaf in front of you. But do pay attention when you're out in nature too. And practice your drawing while you're not drawing, I guess is what I'm saying, is noticing shapes and things. That's all part of practicing your drawing while you're actually not drawing. So again, the middle of the leaf comes up like this. Might go down like there. So there's that leaf there. And we'll do one of these ones too. I really like this one. This one's my favorite. And this one I just want to show you something. Green is made of, this course isn't teaching color, going into color in depth, but I'm sure any of you who've been to school or done any kind of art know that yellow and blue make green. So please feel free to use some yellows and some blues as well in your greens. Nature has a variety of different greens. And if all your greens look exactly the same, your drawing won't be very interesting. So try to vary your greens. Try to make some a little bit yellowy green, some a little bit bluey green, and some more in the middle, just plain green. And your drawings will have much more interest. A little bit more blue in this. That's really blue. And I know everybody's computer monitor is different too, so colors might not show up exactly the same on your computer as, or TV or whatever you're watching it on, as I'm putting down here. So there's that leaf, bit of a flick for that stem. So there's a leaf in a bit of a different color. It's not the exact same color as this, is it? But it doesn't matter. And a really good example, color really doesn't matter. It shapes, the shape of the leaf and the value. So the difference in value between the veins and the rest of the leaf here, and the difference in value between the leaf and the paper. Those matter. The values matter. The shape matters. The shape makes you recognize it as a leaf, but the color really doesn't matter. A good example, if you see a picture, a black and white photo of an orange and a glass of milk, you still recognize it as an orange and a glass of milk, even though it's black and white.